My daddy hates robots.
Hello everyone, this is Cybertronianbeast, and let's talk Transformers. Today we're going to take a look at a bit of an older figure, definitely one that you couldn't get in North America. This one is Leo Convoy, a Japanese figure from the Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo show. I believe this mold was from the Beast Wars 2 show, and both of these shows were Japanese only. So if you are able to see one now with English, it's definitely going to be dubbed or at the very least subtitled. So hopefully they can get one of those. You can get a copy of that. If you are able to watch it and you do speak, Japanese, then hopefully you can let me know if it's good or not, because I can't tell what the hell's going on in these shows. Obviously, this is a Beast Wars figure, so it's a Maximal. Obviously, you can tell he is a lion. Apart from the other rather obvious aesthetics of the figure, it's really actually a very cool figure. Get a quick closer look here at the front. The front of the figure is absolutely gorgeous, the lion head. And there is a little button here on the top that if you push down, the lion mouth opens up to reveal even a tongue. There is a tongue in there, if you can see that. Can you believe that? They actually did put a tongue in the lion's mouth with teeth and all that stuff. So that's fantastic attention to detail there. And come around on the side, you can see that it starts to look a little bit more robotic. You've got the tail that you can lift up and whatnot, and the back legs are definitely robotic, and they are what you use for Leo Convoy's robot legs. Flip him over, show the bottom, and you are going to see the robot chest, and there's nothing you can do about that, but that's where that is. Looking at him on the front, his head spins completely around 360. I have absolutely no idea why that is, but he does have like an armored up mode, which is kind of cool in beast mode here. So if you were to flip him over, he has these claws that come out of his feet. So you can put those out. And he has these guns or missile launchers that come out of the side of his mane here, and he has these other launchers that come out of the tops of his mane, so he can be pretty armored up in lion mode here, and that's really cool. Now sadly, I did get this figure at a toy show, and the guy that I bought it off of had none of the missiles. He had this figure originally does come with 6 missiles, and he had none of them. So unfortunately, I have no way of showing you how the missiles work. But if you've seen a Transformer in the last 20 years with a missile launcher, you'll know that you push down on these little buttons here, up here as well, and it fires a missile. And yeah, they would go in there. So it would come with 6 of those, and so you have 1 per launcher and 2 spares. So that's where they went. So putting him back into just regular lion mode, we can get a look at all of his parts prior to transformation, and he looks really good. I really like the look of this figure, and transformation on him, it's awkward. I mean, you have to basically twist the entire figure in half, and well, I'll show you. It's hard to explain. Basically, what I try and do is, because I have no book for this, I bought him loose. What I try and do is I essentially just kind of separate all the pieces here. So I move the main bits out. There's even a little one down here on the bottom. I move that out, and if you see here on the inside, you have, move this one here as well. You have his arm, and there's a peg right in here. See if I'll move this piece as well. It's right in here, and that's pegged into the main body here. So there, you're gonna unpeg that, and there's his robot fist. So that's pegged into part of the main body there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna unpeg the robot fist like that, and the arm is gonna get unpegged at the same time. And this whole assembly is gonna come loose now. And it's supposed to be like that. While you're dealing with this arm, you can straighten out the robot fist, and you can put that back in there. So now you can straighten out that arm, and it gets to look a little bit better. I try to put the beast leg back as far as possible. That's the way it goes. And same on the other side. We got to get these things loose here. So we've got this peg and the arm, the fist peg. So there we go. Straighten out the fist. Put the main piece back. And straighten everything out. And then the beast leg, put it straight back. Okay. So now we've got a little bit more to work with here. And we still don't have a head. Well, we've got to turn the figure around. What we need to do is we've got to lift the tail up. We've got to lift this section here up, right in here. So we're going to lift that up over to the side, and we've got to raise the entire lion body up. There we go. So that's coming up now. Perfect. And there's a little part right in here, a little cavity. You got to open it up, and there's a little tab right on the top here. You put your finger on and you flick the head right out of there. And there's the head for Leo Convoy. Close that cavity back up, and you're going to drop the body back down in a straight line now. Actually, before we do that, we're going to spin the torso around to the side. So we're going to do that nice and gently, because remember, this figure is old. It came out in 1998, so we don't want to break anything. And Beast Wars figures, regardless of whether they're Japanese only or not, are not known for being the best quality. So now that we've got that to the side, we're going to put that down, and we're going to pull the chest back into place here. Now, as you can see, there are two kind of gaps or whatnot here. There's one on this side, and then there's one way in the back here, and these are to hold the arms in place. So we've got to put the arms back in there. This one for this side, and it doesn't really peg into anything here. It just gets held there, and that's about it. So we got that there, holding in place. The back looks okay. Straighten out the arms. Now we've got to deal with the legs. And the legs, they need to be spun around as well. So we're just going to spin the legs around like this. Nice and easy. Make sure nothing gets busted. Perfect. Straighten them out. They're on a nice little ratchet. Straighten the knees out. And I believe we've got the legs completely backwards, so we just got to spin them around as well. Focus. Focus. There we go. So spin those around. And we'll go this way with that one. Perfect. Now there is a little heel on the back of the on the bottom of the foot. Pull that out, because he will not stand without that heel. And there you go. Now we'll do a little bit of straightening here of the arms and kibble bits and make sure everything's in its proper place. things tend to pop out on this guy. As an older toy, things loosen up. But essentially, we are looking at... Yeah, that's not going to work that way. We are looking at Leo Convoy. And in his completed mode right now. So here we go. There he is. Back him up there. And he can be armored up as well. Obviously, you've got the claws that are on the backs of the lion feet here. You can flip the lion feet out, and there are the claws. You can flip out the cannons on his arms here. So you've got the cannons sitting there. And also, these guns that are on the top of the lion head here, they actually detach, come off, and he can hold them. So he's got 2 blasters. Now they're definitely small, but remember, they're supposed to hold missiles. So he can have some pretty badass looking guns going on. But other than that, it's a pretty cool little figure. And he does have one last little surprise going on. I'll just leave the gun there, what the hell. And that is in his chest, he has a door where he has a rub symbol in here, and mine doesn't work. Well, there it is a bit. Cool. So he's got a Predacon. He's got a Maximus insignia on the inside of his chest. Hopefully you can see it there. But, yeah. And he is a cool figure. As far as articulation goes, he's got a foot joint here that moves a little bit there. The heel doesn't move all that much, so you're not going to get a lot of movement there. It does twist on a 360 spin. His knee joint is, well, it's backwards right now. So let's spin that around and spin the feet around. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. So there we go. Now his knees will bend in the right direction. And they will bend slightly in the opposite direction. His hips, obviously you saw with the spinning and transformation that they do go 360. His arms, they do bend a lot. He's got a ball joint at the shoulder. He's got a ball joint on the high side of the elbow. He's got a ratchet, which really is a fake ratchet at this point. But it's quite tight, so you do get some stability out of that at the elbow. And his hand is on is just on an up and down joint, no swivel there. And his head is on a swivel as well, so you do get 360 out of the head. So it's a great little figure, an iconic figure if you're talking about Beast Wars. I'm not much of a Beast Wars fan, but that's a figure that any Beast Wars fan should have if they're into it. Leo Convoy, or as I like to call him, Lion Prime. Anyway, if you have any questions about this video, any questions or comments, please leave them in the YouTube thread here. I like to answer as many as I can. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, please do so. Just search Cybertronianbeast on Twitter, and that'll be me. You can check out my Facebook page just by searching Cybertronianbeast on Facebook. Find me there. Click like, and all the cool pictures and videos I throw up should come to you through your Facebook feeds. But definitely subscribe to this YouTube page. I definitely appreciate all the subscribers' support that I get. You guys mean a lot to me, and I hope that I'm keeping up my end of the bargain by putting up quality material. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Cybertronianbeast, and I'll talk to you later.